Randall has been released. Fastest lap of the race that time by. Harry set his quickest as well, but there it is. 134.8, 0.4 of a second quicker, and the gap 1.1 seconds now. So Randall is chasing Harry Hayek down. Harry's responding, he's putting in his best lap, but that's the gap, 1.1 seconds. And he'll be on the back of the team BRM car in the next couple of laps if he keeps churning out 34s. The only man in the 134s. Over halfway through. Second race of the weekend. We're buzzing through this one. It's been awesome so far. Lots of good action, clean racing. Will Brown still circulating in 7th. Needs those points.
Interestingly, Jimmy Vernon, a 35.3 last time round, so he's effectively third fastest, nearly the second fastest guy on track. So I just wonder whether it was starting tyre pressures, because he really struggled early, but he's actually seems like he's got his head around the balance, or being able to change his driving style to get a little bit more out of that Tool Force car. You can see him, he's actually caught right up to Lewis Leeds now. So back to P6, he started on the front row, but
his wing's a bit askew as well.
It is too, and that was that slight contact at turn 2.
Yep, with Jordan Lloyd.
What's the gap now as they come across?
0.9.
Yeah, another point. So 34.7 last time round for Randall. Still speedy for Harry Hayek, 35.1.
Nick Rowe in the 34s. So he's lowering his eyes. BRM leads Dream, leads AGI. Now 3 teams that have seen the whole season through. You can see him ahead. Let's chase him down for a lap. Second chasing first. Up towards All Phones Arena, over the curbs, very aggressive. Those are the gaps over the last 4 laps. He's chased him down. That gearbox is getting bigger and bigger.
So maybe a slight lift here. No, enough tire temp to be flat. Watch how much curb he takes here, Thomas Randall. Well, just launches it over, and see how he closes. He's just really strong on that quick direction change. He just uses the right amount of curb.
That gap now 0.6. He's coming at a rapid rate of knots. He's angry that he's not going to have a shot at this championship. Phillip Island was just awful. He's making up for it here, though. Under brakes, he closes even further.
See, that was great braking in there. No locking up, but was able to brake so late.
Just taking chunks of real estate out of him in every braking zone, every curb, every corner through that Abu Dhabi-esque section of racetrack. Hotels up above. And that was a very nice lap from Thomas Randall. And now the gap is under half a second. New fastest lap of the race.
It was at 34.3, so you sat on board. And that will be the new lap record, I would think.
It is.
Around here. So we drove the official F4 lap record around Homebush with a 34.37.
1.4 seconds quicker than yesterday's lap record. 1.4 seconds.
Nice cool conditions this morning, just prior to 9 AM. So this will be the best that the track's going to be all day. Nick Rowe just hanging on. Looks like Jordan Lloyd's now decided to have a crack at Nick Rowe. We talk about, a street circuit in these cars. So to give you an idea, the braking pressure around here is about 1,350 pounds. So close to 1 bar in the European measure, but 1,350 pounds, so equal to, if not more, than a V8 supercar, bearing in mind that currently weighs 625 kilos. So they use a massive amount of initial brake pressure, and that's where the downforce helps. So it's very difficult to lock the tyre no matter how hard you push initially.
It's not about split times anymore, is it? He's there. And Harry knows it. His mirrors are full. The big black travesty. Miguel chasing him, and Harry's defending. He's hungry for a race win too. His line has been compromised here, but he might be able to steady. Turn 1 is the time for Randall. He's passed a couple of cars down there already. Got a good exit, but Harry got out of there really nicely too, and is actually driving away from him in a straight line. So
yeah, it was actually a really clean exit by Harry. Probably carried a little bit more mid-corner speed, but I'm not sure if he's going to get away with being defensive. There's still 4 laps to go. And realistically, of course, it's nice. You want to have a win. But remember, his main rival is Will Brown and Jimmy Vernon, and they're back in P6, P7. So he doesn't need to win at all costs for this race. And I'm sure the BRM boys will be on the radio. You're looking good. You're third in the championship.
Winner of the first ever 24 Hours of Lemons race, Harry Hayek, in a Mazda 3. Happened at Wakefield Park earlier this year.
Why would you do that? Exactly. I'm not sure.
Hey, good, clean, wholesome fun, Cameron.
And it's a maximum car price of $3 grand, is it not?
$1 grand.
$1 grand?
Yep.
Crazy money in motorsport. He's a great guy, Harry. He's fun to have in the championship. All the drivers are actually good mates. Before this race, they were all kicking a footy together out the front of the garages. So it's been some real camaraderie and some great stories over the season. But when they get on the track, they don't give each other an inch.
So yeah, Marcelin College student. 2013 New South Wales State Karting Champion, 2014 Queensland State Karting Champion, and looking to be the inaugural Rookie of the Year in Cam's Jayco Formula 4, just 17 years of age. He's finished third a bunch of times, Townsville, Ipswich, had one podium at Ipswich, never won a race though, and he's got 3 laps to go. That was a huge lap from Hayek. He drove away from him. He was quicker than him on that last lap. That's what he needs to do. Answer the call, Harry.
Great lap. He's quite strong in those last 2 corners, particularly off the last corner, and that's what gives him the breathing space. That exit speed, as you can see, translates to having a 2-car length gap down. There's only about there's 3 straight sections here, and the corner leading onto those is just critical to get right. And he's actually doing that very well at the moment. This is where Randall's particularly strong, though, this section of the lap.
Just curves. Flat through there. Now, Nick Rowe's caught up. Gee, this could be a 5-car battle on the last lap, the way this is shaping up. Very nice. Oh, tyres squealing.
You cringe when you hear that. You're waiting for the contact with the tyre wall, because there's just so little room for error. Look at them all. Look at Rowe now. He's blocking from Jordan Lloyd, and then this should help Lewis Leeds latch onto the back as well.
This is good open wheel racing. Single seaters, grippy, buzzing around, defending in a straight line. We love seeing that racing. And there'll be 2 to go this time by. Can Harry Hayek hold on for his first win? Penultimate lap of the penultimate race. Quick look in the mirror. Randall had a pretty good exit that time. And we've got a 5-car fight for the lead. Lewis Leeds has joined the party. Late under brakes, well past the 100-metre marker. Picked that throttle up nice and early. We've looked over this man's shoulder all season long, and he's fended off the pressure so well. A huge future lies ahead. He's so young. Oh, around the outside goes Randall. What a move! What a move!
That's impressive. So Harry went defensive, and he said, you know, if you're going to go defensive, I'll go around the outside. Great racing, but Harry's not done yet. He's right under the gearbox, and so's Nick Rowe. What's Nick Rowe going to do here?
No way through at the chicane. The move for the lead from Randall was emphatic. Just drove around the high side. And this isn't over yet.
This is going to be a lot of pressure on Harry Hayek for the last lap. There's Nick Rowe and Jordan Lloyd going at it, so that works well for Harry.
Gives him a corner or 2 of respite. Lloyd gets on a Dawn Fraser wrap really well. But Rowe just knows exactly where to put the number 97 to fend him off.
Tight turnaround too, 1 hour to the next race. So you've got to get through unscathed. Look at that. That's just experience. That's an experience. So watch this. You'll see him brake. You'll see the car, and he just went. You know what? Had he not pulled out, I think he would have gone over the back of him. He was super committed under braking then, Thomas Randall.
I think Harry broke a little bit earlier than he would have liked then. Not that at that stage it mattered. Randall had that clean and fair. Just a cracking move.
They both gave each other room too, so reciprocal from Harry. Not could have easily run into the back of Randall.
And the big picture still looks very good for Harry Hayek right now. It's still shaping up.
So he's got, at the moment, it's looking like he has 6 points more than Will Brown, which actually may mean that he's 4 points behind Will Brown going into the last race. So Brown was on 193, Harry was on 183.
Ooh.
So he gets 6 points. It's going to go down right to the last race.
You don't want to miss it. It's coming up shortly. Oh, someone nearly went into the fence then out of that place. I think it might have been Lloyd. So only it was, because now he's really vulnerable to Lewis Leeds.
Leeds is going to go right round the outside. This is going to be hard to pull it off from there.
Oh,
and
no.
he doesn't. Damn.
Crunch.
Oh, let's hope he does not get cleaned up there. That I've got to say, to get around the outside, that corner just gets so tight. And the battle's still on here.
Harry Hayek defending for his life. But this man goes 2 from 2. From 6th to 1st. And you reckon he likes it? Bang!
He's pumped.
Thomas Randall, you superstar. Gets the reverse grid win. Pole position in a couple of wins. He'll start the last one from pole. Forget about it. You won't even see this kid in race 3. Man, let's check this out again.
So he was actually nearly past, but he probably didn't quite slow the car down enough to get right around the outside. He just couldn't make the steering arc required. So he's passed here. He just got a bit too much speed on board, and see, just physically couldn't steer the car around on that angle. And what a shame. The move was there to be taken. Here's a replay. He's pumped. Sponsor and owner of Travesty here. Sat in the car before the race, so good to win in front of the sponsor, and did it in great fashion.
Oh, it's just cool to see him enjoying himself. We said Lewis Leeds, being 15 years old, real world rules don't apply. You can try past cars around the outside. Obviously, sometimes the rules of physics will come back and bite you. That's exactly what happened there.